second about that. Sorry about that thing. Sorry guys. Hello, welcome to Debate Episode 1. This is where I do live podcasts where we do a debate in a more non-violent way, and then show about how people can agree to disagree, or maybe agree to agree, or maybe agree to disagree. Well, yeah. Anyways, we're going to be here talking about President Donald Trump and ANTIFA. And if you guys are very more welcome to comment, please make it age appropriate, and please be sure to like and subscribe on my videos. I want to say that this is going to be one epic live stream. I want to say that this is going to be really kind of interesting. I like to hear people's opinions, even if they are against my own, because at least they're showing their honesty. So I'm going to have a cool debate with this. I'm very excited. I'm a little nervous because it's my first debate podcast, but I'm going to be a little bit excited to show you guys this little podcast. So besides that, let's get started, okay? So, 1 second before I start, I had to go over here real quick. Give me a second, guys. 1 second, I got it. Here we go. Now, supposedly, this has to do with the President of the United States of America, Donald Trump, and also ANTIFA. I heard a lot about this ANTIFA group, and I'm willing to share my opinions on that, and also President Donald Trump. So, let's begin. My personal opinions on Donald Trump, I know that a lot of people are against him, because, actually I don't know why people are against him, honestly. A lot of people are against Donald Trump, I guess because supposedly, he is a racist. Now, me personally, I am against Donald Trump. Well, I'm not against him, but I didn't vote for him. I wanted Bernie Sanders to win, but unfortunately, Hillary Clinton kind of destroyed that for the poor man. So, let's leave that beside itself. But people say that, to my opinion, which I can't understand, that President Donald Trump is a racist. I do not believe that. Because most of the time, that is from either the social media news or from people of newscasting stations that say he is automatically a racist. I do not believe that. We're against you too. Well, you have rights to do that, man. If you're American or any country, you have a right to your opinion, and I respect it no matter what. But anyways, people are against Donald Trump because supposedly he is a racist. I do not believe that. That is mostly just social media and also news network. Now, don't get me wrong, like I said before, 2 minutes ago, that yes, I am an anti-Donald Trump supporter. I do not support what he does. I believe it's wrong, and most of the time it's very ignorant. But the fact that Donald Trump is a racist is completely incorrect, because to believe something from another person by actually seeing yourself as seeing is believing is preposterous. You know, it's pretty much saying like, okay, I believe some total stranger who I do not know or never interfered or even associated with. How do I look racist to you? Okay. I knew this was going to happen sooner or later. Okay. So, for you to, okay, I don't know if you're black, white, I don't care who you are. I believe that all equality is a good thing. I believe that equality is a beautiful thing. I believe that people should be, I believe that equality should have its own standards, that everybody is equal no matter what, from gender to nationality. I do not say race, because I do not believe in racism. Wear the white hood at? I don't understand what that means, unless you're talking about DC Universe with Red Hood, aka Robin. I am not Robin. I am not a fan-made fictional character. I am just a everyday American like everybody else, speaking my opinion in a good, orderly debate of a non-violent factor. But the thing is that people believe that Donald Trump is racist. I do not believe it. Yeah, I'm against Donald Trump. He kind of degrades what America stands for, like, for example, with the border. The border is, to my opinion, a complete and utter waste of time, because New Mexico is not going to build a border that's going to block half their country off the map. And even if America does build it, it's going to put Americans more in debt. They're showing we're going to be in more trouble of financial and economy chaos there. These sheets aren't white. I don't know if you're colorblind, but if you see clearly, they are pink. They're not white. These are pink sheets. I have no idea if you're colorblind, but these are pink. My favorite color is pink. So, I don't know what you're getting at, but okay. Anyways, The point of the matter is that, to my opinion, the border is a complete waste of time because they're going to put the economy more in debt by building the wall, and plus it degrades what America stands for. Let me guys give you an example. America is home of the free. No, sorry, yeah, home of the free. No, land of the free and home of the brave. How are we being land of the free if we're putting up a wall like a prison around the country? That is not being land of the free. To my opinion, that's being land of the imprisonment. And also, home of the brave, it doesn't show anything brave about it. It shows that mostly President Donald Trump and Americans can't take the heat from most of the countries. In other words, the problem's going on. So yes, I'm against the border, but at the same time, I'm with it because the factor is that it shows it's more of a good process to go in legally than illegally. You watch them Red Klan costume? I have no idea what that even means, but okay. It turns out that the reason why I'm kind of with it is because I have a point that Donald Trump has a point he made, okay? A couple of years back, there was an unfortunate event with the Boston, I say the Boston Massacre as everyone puts it, but it was really the Boston shooting. There was a lot of hundreds of thousands of innocent people, not including children, that were viciously murdered by the factor of people coming in illegally. Not saying they were Mexican, but they were most of the people who did this were people from multiple different countries. They were coming in illegally, and they killed innocent children, including innocent families, that were shopping at a regular mall in Massachusetts. So I understand why Trump is saying that we have to have this this stupid illegal shit done and done with to make it legally. I have seen a video where this man who was from Mexico, who was telling this Antifa guy off. He's like, "Where are you from, bro?" And he said, "Boston Tea Party." No, the Boston Tea Party was 1775, by the way. That was the revolution of the Great American Revolution with George Washington and Benjamin Franklin, Thomas Jefferson. I know this because I'm a big nerd with history. I love studying about history because it shows about great inspiring things, maybe some horrible bad things, but great inspiring things as well. I'll give you an example. One of my childhood heroes was Martin Luther King Jr. That was about tax. Yes, you're right, it was about taxes, but it was also about the Tea Party, how the British was not giving the right for the Americans to join the Boston Tea Party. That's why in the Boston Tea Party they were dressed up as Indians, because back then, even though it was highly wrong, supposedly Americans believed that Indians were savages, and that is incorrect. They were just people who were how can I put this? They were people. No massacre. Yes, it was a massacre. The Boston Massacre was one of the most bloodiest massacres of all American history. Maybe you don't know about your history, but it was proven it was about the history. Turns out that the Boston Massacre was a real massacre, and yes, it was real. You can look in the books, it's all there in black and white, pages right there, all printed down since 200 years, okay? They aren't Indians. I get that. That's what I was trying to tell you, because the fact is you said that no massacre. But as I was saying, yes, I know they were not Indians. That's why they dressed up as Indians, because they thought they were savages, so they would pour the tea overboard, so for the factor is they didn't care about what the British thought. Because of the fact that the British and the British Empire, the king pretty much said, you are not allowed here, you're not invited, and we thought that, we know. I know, but this guy Roguestar doesn't understand, man, you know? America is not... What? America is not in India. Yes, I understand that, but I'm not talking about India. I'm talking about the Boston Massacre that happened over 200 years ago. I don't know what you're trying to get at, Roguestar, but okay. Well, anyways, as I was saying, the Boston Massacre was 200 years ago. The reason why they dressed up as Indians is because the fact is they thought they were savage, but we know it's incorrect. I know what you're thinking, Sniper. I know, bro. And by the way, welcome to my stream, by the way, everybody. Sorry if I didn't say that correctly. But the truth is that the reason why the Boston Massacre really did happen, and yes, Roguestar, it did happen, is because of the fact that the Americans did not like the fact that the British were taking all their freedom away from them. So they said, let's dress up as Indians and dump the Boston, all the Tea Party, into the river, because of the fact is they don't like the rules. Therefore, that's when the Great American Revolution started, making America America, for the great Constitution that was written by Thomas Jefferson, George Washington, Benjamin Franklin, and mostly actually the British Empire. They said, let's have a peace treaty, let's get on with our lives, and they did. That's how the Constitution was created. All white people were immigrated from bloody fucking England. No, that is actually incorrect. During the 1700s and most times that went on, people came from multiple countries, such as Belgium, England, yes, England too, Africa, most other countries such as Australia, because the world was not formed just by England and America. There was other countries like France, Belgium, Italy, Germany, Sweden, you name it. Russia, China, you name it. So it's not just England. It's also from the factor of different multiple countries. That's why, for example, my ancestors, like my great-grandmother, came from Italy. That's why I call myself not American, I call myself Italian. I am an Italian. I may be an American, but in my ancestors they came from Italy, which was Sicily where the boot kicks. So no, I did not come from England. My great-great-grandmother, which is called my ancestors, came from Italy, not from England. Anyways, besides that, the reason why I'm accepting with the Donald Trump of the border control is because what the guy said in the video, which was a real video, I can show you the link if you do not believe me. The guy said, I am a Mexican. I came here my parents are from Mexico, but come to America. Exactly. Everyone comes from different countries, not just from England, but from multiple countries. Thank you, Sniper. So I am Mexican. Exactly. And it's nothing wrong about being upset about your heritage. There is a beautiful thing about people's heritage. I respect every kind of culture out there because that's what I do. To say natives of the Americas, I don't know what Americas are, but there's only one America. India is incorrect too. To say natives are America, wait. I don't know what you mean. I think you have to autocorrect your words because there is only one America, not different multiple Americas. I know what you mean by India, because India pretty much means Indian, therefore different. You know what I'm saying? But the thing is, though, there is not just different multiple Americas. There's only one America. Since when did he say that? Who, me, or I don't know what you mean by. You mean like what Roguestar said, or what I said, Sniper? Because I'm kind of confused at this point. I'm just asking. Well, I don't know. I don't know if you mean by Roguestar. Yes, there is only one America. The American of the United States of America. That's the one I live in right now. I know because I live in Nevada, aka where Vegas is located. I mean, literally. Since when did he say that? All right, but what do you mean? Like, when did he say that? You have to be more specific, bro. Because we've been talking for about 11 minutes and there's 22 comments down. I have no idea what you're talking about. But the thing is, bro, is that you say, quote, there is multiple of Americas, because you said, quote, as I stand corrected, I'll look at my, let me see here, let me see, because I cannot see, I have to go on my live stream, because there's so many comments popping in, I like popping in and then popping in, sorry about that, let me think here, because I can't really, you know, contemplate. Explain Rogue. Oh, wait, Rogue? I don't know. Rogue is the guy, the person who is having this friendly debate about, supposedly about the Boston Massacre. I'm just talking about President Donald Trump and also Antifa, which has nothing to do with the conversation, but it could be to a lot more good conversations. North America, Central America, South America. Yes, that is true, but I'm not talking about those. I'm just talking about the one specific America that I am in, about the Boston Massacre. There are Central America, there is South America, but I'm talking about what happened in the Boston Massacre during the Great American Revolution to the 1700s, which was in the America I live in now. Yes, there are multiple Americas, you are correct. But I'm saying about not the Boston Massacre in Central America, South America, I'm talking about the America that happened in the North America. Canada is a part of America too, that is correct. But unfortunately, Canada is not agreeing with America right now. Because if you watch a lot of the news, or you watch a lot of social media news, but social media news is more accurate than nowadays news on television itself, is that Canada is against Donald Trump, so therefore they're... Exactly, that's what I'm trying to say, bro, you know? So that's what it pretty much is. Canada is maybe a part of America, such as New Mexico, but it doesn't automatically mean it's America. That's why if it was America, it'd be called Canadian American. It's just called Canada. That's why Canadians are not Americans, they're called Canadians. But let me see what I was about to say here. So let me see here. I have to go to my live stream. Let me see. There we go. But that's what I'm trying to say, bro, is that America, you said there is only one America. The U.S. is a corporation. Now, I don't know anything about that, but I know, because me personally, I'm not into that, you know, that politics shit there. You know, I don't know what that little symbol means, that little star. I don't know why people do that, but... Alright, let me see what I said here. Let me say, you said, we're against you too, you look racist, where the white hood at, question mark. Give Casper his sheets back, even though they are a pink sheet, not, oh sorry, they are a pink sheet not made of white. You watched them with the red cowl and costume. I have no idea what that means. Boston Tea Party, yes, that was American related. That was about tax, yes it was. No massacre, that is incorrect because of the Boston Massacre, and it was a great massacre on American soil. They aren't Indians. Well, turns out, yes, I said they weren't Indians. They dressed up as Indians, portraying Indians, so that was true. And so we were both incorrect and correct. We know America is not in India. You mean an Indian. But the truth is that America was founded by Indians. They're the ones who were here first as we took their land. So technically that was incorrect. My parents are from that. Oh yeah, that's when Sniper came. Okay. But the truth is that America, yes, you just said, is there are multiple countries. Yes, I was wrong. I recorrected myself. You were right. I was wrong. But the truth is that the Boston Massacre really did happen. It was a real massacre. That's why they called it the Boston Massacre. It was one of the most bloodiest battles of the 1700s during the American Revolution. So it turns out, yes, it really did happen. Yes, they aren't Indians, but I was not claiming they were Indians. I was claiming about like 13 minutes ago that they were dressed up as Indians, portraying Indians. Yes, they were not Indian, but I was clearly portraying that they were dressed up as Indians. So clearly, yes, they were not Indians, as I said. But besides the point is, besides the Boston Massacre stuff, as I was saying, the border, to my opinion, is a good thing, like the guy from the video said. He pretty much stated, and Sniper, I don't know if you've seen the video or not, but the guy was Mexican. He pretty much said, quote, that I went through 5 years to come here legally. He took off a hat, put on a Make America Great Again. That was the same hat that Donald Trump wore during the campaign with Hillary versus Clinton versus Bernie versus the other campaigns. So it turns out that he said to him, he's like this, where are you from, bro? He's like, I am Filipino. He said, did you come here legally? No, he did not come here legally, which he was breaking the law. He says, well, next time come here legally, because the Mexican guy said that during the Great Border, he says, I'm happy to the border because most people come here legally, which kills most people from gangs, violence, import of weapons, drugs, smuggling, and you name it. Now, I'm not saying they're all like that, but most of the majority of like 50% to 50 are. 50% are good, 50% are bad. Have you seen a Native American dressed like a Punjabi? No? Well, my step-grandfather was 100% Sioux Indian, and he told me a lot about the Sioux Indian and the native culture, what they went through. I also know, because I went to a lot of powwows who I spent to a lot of Indians and different cultures of the natives, and they told me the same thing. Is that America was... what happened was that most people came from multiple countries, as I said before. So it turns out that they took over America, which were really the like Sioux, Cherokee, Native American, all of that. They took over their lands, therefore making it America. So yes, it was wrong. We should have not taken their lands. We should have done it in a peaceful way, of more of a debatable or understanding factor. But of course, America back then was more of a barbaric way, and they took over their lands, which was not their property to take, but they did it anyways. They dressed up like Indians back so they would not get caught. Yeah, as I said, Sniper, I was explaining that. They dressed up to them so they would not get caught, so they would jump over the T. So, exactly. Native Americans aren't from India, therefore they ain't Indian. I don't know why you keep saying India. I never said anything about India. You're the one who keeps claiming India. I know that Native Americans aren't Indian. You're kind of confusing me because I have no idea what the hell you're talking about. I'm not talking about Indians being Native American or Native Americans being Indians. I'm clearly stating that the Native Americans were taken over by America, and yes, to Sniper, he has a point, because I said the same thing about, 15 minutes ago. I said that they dressed up as Indians to say, because back in the old days, very barbaric, they thought that Indians were savages. No, they were not. They were just people who lived in different cultures of how their backgrounds went for. So, I don't know why you keep saying India, but there's something wrong with India. I love India. I have a lot of friends from India, so I don't know what you're getting at. Anyways, as I was saying, the guy in the video pretty much said that you came here illegally on the subway station. He says it's a good thing because most of the time they smuggle drugs, weapons, they come here illegally, which is wrong. When you think about it, he has a point. Even the guy in the subway had a point. Most countries allow us to come there legalized because it's their country. Therefore, we have to show our proper respect and show mannerism so we don't come there illegally. That's why Donald Trump, I have to say, has a point for them coming legalized, so it's more of a good procedure because most countries do the same thing that Donald Trump is doing. Not with the wall, but he's doing the same thing that most countries are doing. To come here legalized, not illegally. Most countries do that, such as Russia, such as Africa, and even such as England and most other countries such as that. So that's why I agree with the Border Patrol. But I do not agree that what they do to people. I know what they do to them there, and I've seen it, and it's disgusting and it's wretched. They should not treat them like that. They should treat them as everyday people, because humans are human. Stop calling us Native Indians. I'm not from Asia Minor. I have never called you a Native Indian. Did I quote say, you are a Native Indian? You are clearly saying I called you that, when clearly I never called you that, and the precise point that I never even said that. You are saying I said that, Rockstar. I never said that. So it would be applied to stop putting words in people's mouths because you're not agreeing with their opinion. I understand that you're probably upset, but this is a debate to show about more of a peaceful manner. That's why I said at the beginning of my video, if you don't believe me, look back at it, and I said we do this in a peaceful manner. He has never called you to be a native. Exactly, even Sniper said, I have never said that, so stop putting words in people's mouths that are not true. I understand you're upset, but you're acting very immature and unprofessional because I have never said that once. Sniper said it, and a lot of people have seen it. You don't believe me, look back at the stream, and I have never said that once, okay? So anyways, as I was saying, the Border Patrol is a good thing because it does it in the right process. Most countries do that because the fact is you have to go there legalized. It's their country, that's their tariff, that's their territory. And such as America, it's our turf, it's our territory. So I think it's a good thing that they're doing it for the legal process instead of having illegals come in, which is against the law. And I understand that there are families, but for the ones who want only mayhem and destruction and chaos, it's a bad thing because the fact is that it's doing it illegally. That's why I kind of agree with Donald Trump on the Border Patrol. But the truth is that what have you called the natives? Wait, what have you called the natives of the Americas Indians? Yes, I have said that because Native Americans were in America. So let me say it to you in slow motion. Native Americans, not India. India has nothing to do with America. Native Americans, such as Cherokee, Sioux, and most other Native American people started America before it was started by called America. This was their country. Most people like us who call ourselves Americans stolen that from them. It has nothing to do with India. I don't know why you keep talking about India. I never even said anything about India until you brought up the word India. Okay? I don't know what you're trying to get at, but okay. You said they dressed up like Indians. Yes, again, 14 times. I said it. Unless you have a mental disease, I said 14 different times. Yes, they dressed up as Indians during the Great American Revolution. They have done this because, as I said, it's very barbaric. I know, Sniper, I know, man. This guy doesn't take a hint. I said multiple times that it was about the Boston Tea Party. If you do not believe me, go to your public library and look it up. It's there in black and white since 200 years ago. They dressed up as it. What's up, Bronx? How you doing? If another country tear gases kids, USA would say they're wrong. No, well, I do agree with that. America always says they're never wrong. When most of the time, yes, they are wrong. When someone tear gasses someone and America does it, automatically that means America's at fault for tear gassing somebody else. But when other countries do it, yes, they should be held liable for it. It was on their country, that means it's their fault for doing it. So, for example, say if I was from, Belgium, right, and I tear gas somebody, I would be held liable because I am from Belgium and I was caught tear gassing somebody else. Such as America should be held responsible for tear gassing somebody else. It's wrong, but sometimes it needs to be done. Because sometimes when riots get a little bit too violent, I'm pretty sure a cop who wants to go home to his wife and kids doesn't want to end up in a morgue. It's called self-defense. Therefore, sometimes it needs to be done. Are Native Americans from India? I don't know. I really don't know. But I know for a fact that Native Americans were originally the ones who lived in what we would call here in North America. That's all I'm trying to say is, I don't know why you keep saying from India. Are you from India? Great, but I don't know what you mean, dude. They dressed up as Indians in the Boston Tea Party so that they don't get caught rogue. Exactly, that's what I've been trying to say the entire time. If they are not from India, then why call them Indian? I don't know. Why don't you go 200 years ago in the past and ask them? Because I don't know. I'm not the world's smartest man. I'm just a guy trying to have a friendly debate with you guys. So, I don't know. I don't know. Seriously. How am I supposed to know, man? Seriously. But that's what they call themselves. They call them Native Americans, and therefore Indians. They're not automatically meaning India. If they wanted to call themselves Indians from India, they'll call themselves Indias, not Indians. You know what I'm saying? Anyways, as I was saying, back to reality, to the future here, as I was saying, to the present time. The Border Patrol is a good thing because it's keeping the illegals out. That's why it's a good thing. Because when people are coming here illegally, which we all know is breaking the law no matter what country you're from, illegal is breaking the law no matter what factor it is. Illegal means it's not right, it's wrong, it's breaking the law. Anyways, now, with Donald Trump, right, I don't like the guy, okay, but how about I call you okay, well, that's your opinion. I agree with your opinion because that's your freedom of speech. I believe everyone has a point to have their freedom of speech. I respect your opinion for your freedom of speech. That's why I said before my stream, if you don't believe me, look right back at the beginning. I respect people's opinion even though they're against mine because it shows that they're honest. Native Americans were not Indians 200 years ago or today. Yes, they were. If you don't believe me, look it up in the history books. It's all there, black and white, 200 years of history right there. Anyways, I know, right, Sniper? Anyways, as I was saying, with the Donald Trump thing, I understand he's a messed up guy who is a dictator, because every time someone goes into his, I would say the stadium and tells them off, he has them escorted out. That's wrong. He's a hypocrite because he's saying that freedom of speech is everything, but if that's the case, then why are people escorted out when they speak their opinion of the freedom of speech? That makes no sense. So yeah, I'm against that. That is wrong. I'm also against Donald Trump because he is against the LGBT community, which I'm part of, which is wrong. People should love who they want to love and be who they want to be without people saying you can't do that. It's wrong. Because it's not their life to live, it's everyone else's like it's mine as well. So that's wrong. I am also against Donald Trump because, no, I do not believe he is a racist. Because there is no proof he is a racist. He, quote, did not say I am a racist, or there was no evidential proof that he was a racist. Because the news says he's a racist, that doesn't automatically mean he's a racist. People on the news have said the same thing about Michael Jackson molesting kids, but the truth is it was a lie because the kid wanted the money and not the justice. Therefore, the news is fake. Most of the time it is fake. That's why I do not believe the news. I have to meet the guy really face to face and understand if he's a racist or not. I don't like Donald Trump, period. Well, that's great. You have an opinion. I like your opinion because it shows you're honest. Being honest is good. I like when people are honest, even if they're against what I believe in. That's because it's a freedom of speech to tell that how it is. White folk called the original people of the Americas Indian. Yes, I know that, but that's incorrect. It wasn't just white folk. There were other nationalities who did that as well. Trump in prison 220. I heard a lot about that, Bronx. I ain't gonna lie. I wonder if that's a rumor or if it's gonna be true or not. I have no friggin' idea, honestly, man. Honestly, the way America is, I highly doubt it. I mean, look at Hillary Clinton. Everyone knows that she is one of the most corrupted, well, everyone knows for a fact she is one of the most corrupted women in history. And yet, no matter what she does, she never goes to prison. So I don't know. I don't know. I hope he does, but I don't know. Besides that, I am highly against Trump because of the fact is he believes things in the wrong context. He's back in the dark ages when really it's the future of the 21st century. White folk want to change everybody's identity. Okay. I don't never heard of that before, but okay. Trump put up a racist ad a long time ago, but it got taken down. I did not know about that, so maybe he is a racist. But either way that's social media for you. You never know. It could be real, it could be not. It could be someone trying to say he's a racist, but really he did not clearly state he was a racist. Only Fox News says Hillary is corrupt. No, that's not actually true. CNN said it, Fox News, ABC, and that's pretty much it. But the other ones are pretty much with her on the factor that she is not a racist. Well, not a racist. Sorry, I'm not corrupted. But we all know. I mean, guys, come on. We are, even though we're middle class, we're not stupid. We know for a fact what corruption means. I mean, if she wasn't corrupted, then why would she break over all those emails? If she didn't have anything to hide, she wouldn't have to destroy it, would she? Strange. I don't know what's strange, but alright. Anyways, they want all cultures to... I don't know anything about that, but okay. Like, me personally, I don't know, Sniper. I have no idea, man, but... all I know is to my opinion, look, this is the way I believe, guys. I have the mind and the soul of a hippie, okay? I believe in peace, love, never war, because war doesn't make peace. If this was the case, and if war makes peace, then why do we still have war to this day? It does not make peace. It makes destruction, annihilation, and more problems for most countries of the world today. Trump wants Mexicans to assimilate. I have no idea what that word even means, assimilate. I guess what you're trying to say is Trump wants Mexicans to be controlled? I don't know. Is Ivanka Trump corrupt for her? Wait, is... I don't know, really. I think Trump's wife is more of a hypocrite and she's a traitor, because when you think about it, she pretty much said that I'm allowed in here, but most of my country is not, and that's a traitor. That's pretty much more of a hypocrite. So in other words, she's a coward, a hypocrite, and a traitor to her own country. War makes money. Well, what's up, Satan Spawn? Really cool name. I love your name, buddy. That is true. War does make money, but it never makes peace. But when people say war makes peace, that is the most incorrect and preposterous thing I've ever heard. It does not make peace. It never did. It never will. Because for example, I do believe war is murder. When people say it's killing people, what's the difference? Killing and murder is the exact same thing. They may be two different words, but they mean the exact same definition of the same thing. Trump doesn't love Puerto Rico. Well, I love Puerto Rico. They have great food, great women, and great culture. And I like Puerto Rico. Don't know about Trump, but I like Puerto Rico. Well, of course it does. Well, of course it does. Well, I know, I'm saying. Can we hear your dope freestyle raps? Yes, well, right now I can't do that because I'm just trying to do a debate, but I will do it for you later on if you like to at the end of my video. Look up the word assimilate and you will know. I know what it means, but I'm just trying to say, like, I don't understand what you're trying to get at by stating that. Bronx says Trump is the Trump's daughter. She works in the White House. Oh, I mean the wife. I'm sorry, man. I'm not really into politics, but, you know, I mean, to my opinion, the wife, like, I understand the daughter. In fact, I don't know if you guys ever seen this, but if you guys see the campaign when Trump did get elected, I always noticed the daughter gave him a really, like, disastrous, evil look, and I don't know why, but and maybe you guys noticed that, I don't know, I seen it, but war wasn't meant to make peace. Exactly, that's why I understand when they say it makes peace, because you guys heard it everywhere, they're like, war makes peace. It never does make peace. It's just like, why say it? It never, because war does make money, it makes economy, and it makes more power, but it does not make peace, because I do believe war is murder. If they say kill and murder, what's the difference? I mean, the exact same thing. You're taking a soul from the afterlife, that's killing them, aka murdering somebody else. So I understand what you're saying, Satan Spawn, I understand. Dirty N-word, Savage Bronx Subka. Hey, by the way, I like, how you doing too, Dirty? I'll just call you Dirty. I don't like to say the N-word because I show my respects, but, how you doing, Dirty? Trump thinks Puerto Ricans are tropical Mexicans. That is highly racist, and I'm sorry that if he did say that, that is wrong and disrespectful and above all disgraceful. So if he did say that, I do apologize for my own president. That is disgraceful and that makes me sick to my stomach. War is a transferring of power. That is true, I do believe that. I searched up the meaning of assimilate, and all I got is the meaning is to talk, taken. Means to take in. Well, it's sort of. In other words, it means it's like a form of programming per se. What if you aren't into politics? Why do you debate this? Well, it doesn't. Debates don't actually have to mean by politics. It could be by anything. For example, most people debate about Bruce Jenner being transgender, which is wrong. I do believe it's wrong, but at the same time, I don't. You know, so it's debatable. And it doesn't have to be with politics. It could be with video games. It could be with movies. It could be anything. Dirty says, LMLL, what's up, bro? And not much, man. I'm just trying to do a peaceful debate and try to get a good conversation started. You know, things like that. You know. And how you doing, by the way? It's good. For everybody on my live stream, how's your day going and whatnot? Roguestar says, you just said he said that. Said what? Yeah, like I said, guys, to be very specific what you say, because when you say you just said he said that, I don't know what you're implying by what I said. But as I said, like, don't get me wrong, guys, I did not like Donald Trump. I actually wanted to vote for Bernie, but we all know that Hillary Clinton ruined his campaign. And to my opinion, he seemed like a suitable president, to my opinion, because we all know Trump, to my opinion, is not the kind of president we need, and Hillary Clinton is very corrupted. So that's why I think Bernie was more of a more appropriate standard for our country to be a president. Besides that, like, I don't believe, I mean, maybe he is a racist, I don't know, but I can't believe everything that supposedly random strangers say. I had to really, because the old saying there is seeing is believing, I had to really see the person in real life who believe that person is a racist. And it's not easy to tell if someone's a racist. They can say one thing, automatically makes them a racist. So that's what I'm saying. I had to understand by actually meeting him face to face. I can't believe everything I hear on the news or the web. Terry Tibbs, how you doing? Welcome to my stream. Trump for Supreme World Leader 220. Well, that's your opinion. I respect your opinion. Even if I don't respect your opinion, I still respect your opinion because you're showing your honesty and your own opinion, which is a freedom of speech, which I highly represent. Why didn't we vote for Sam? Well, I wanted to, Sniper. Like I said, I wanted him to win. But Hillary Clinton kind of ruined it for him by supposing they him to be a bad guy, which we all know was wrong, but they impeached him, which is messed up. It sucks. That Puerto Ricans are tropical island Mexicans. Yes, because you just stated that. I was just saying that it's wrong and disrespectful and it's disgraceful. I was agreeing with you on that. I don't know why you're against it, but I was agreeing what you are agreeing with, so it's kind of hypocritical that you are disagreeing with what I am agreeing with you on. Dirty says Kanye West and Trump's bone is... Yeah, I saw that, man. I don't understand about that, because... Honestly, man, I respect Kanye West. People don't. I think he's a freaking genius, man. His music videos, but what I don't understand is that why would he all of a sudden like Trump when most of the time he said he, quote, despised him? You know what I'm saying? I don't understand that. But, I mean, don't get me wrong, I love Kanye West. I always will. He's a great artist, a great musician, and a great genius, in my opinion, but I don't understand why he would all of a sudden be for Trump when he didn't like Trump in the first place. You know what I'm saying? It doesn't make any sense to me. The thing is, though, is that, like, me personally, yeah, exactly. Yeah, no, I mean, I understand now. When I saw the thing, I thought it was a hoax. I thought it was like a troll video because Trump and China don't mix, man. You know what I'm saying? It's like mixing gasoline with fire. They don't mix. So I don't understand why he would do that, but I'm happy. I mean, hey, if he likes Trump, let him like Trump. That's his opinion. Everyone has opinions, so I respect that. But I just don't understand it, which is really confusing to me, you know? That's like saying that Human Dodge has a real ass. She doesn't. It's full of freaking Play-Doh and Botox. No one's ass is that big unless you're a freaking mutant from the X-Men. You know? Satan Spawn says racism is made up by the elites to stop unity of the mass. I believe that. I truly believe that. Actually, I do believe that racism doesn't exist. And if you guys disagree with my theory here, you're very welcome to show your opinion. But my theory is that racism doesn't exist because racism, meaning is a species, right? A race, a species. Such as like you know, like different species of different like whatever. So it turns out that the human race is only one race. Therefore, racism, meaning different races, does not exist. When people use ignorant words such as the N-word, the B-word, calling me a cracker, guinea, or a wop, or whatever, that's our nationalism or cultural background. If I was a different race, I'd be living on Tatooine, sucking Chewbacca's dick in the fucking bar with fucking Han Solo sucking my dick. I am not an alien from a different planet. We're just human, meaning one race, therefore racism doesn't exist. Yes, ignorance does exist, but racism, no, it does not exist. Kanye West, Bronx says Kanye would interrupt the stream and say Jay Hardy is better. I do agree with that, man. I would believe that. I really would. I would really believe that because I know Kanye West, man. He's all talk, but he can back it up. That's the cool thing about Kanye, man. That's why I respect him. He can talk the talk and walk the walk. Most people don't do that. They just talk shit and they don't back it up. That's why I always have to believe that saying. I have a saying is if you can't talk shit and don't back it up, why talk the shit at all, you know? Rogue Star says Trump says Puerto Ricans drink pina coladas in the Hawaiian Punch. I don't know. I'm not from Puerto Rico. I know that pina coladas are great. I love pina coladas. I know it's a girly drink, but I do enjoy it. I like strawberry daiquiris, but I'm more of a beer fan. I like the Sakis. I like Angry Apple Orchard. I also like Fireball. It's one of my straight-up favorite alcohol drinks. This dude wants an Asuri to suck his dick. I don't know what Asuri is, unless you're talking about Atari. I don't know what the hell you're talking about. Satan Spawn says that they want everyone to hate each other and ignore truth. Exactly. I believe the same thing. I always believe that people who want to control other people by, in other words, saying false lies is a form of dictatorship. I do believe that strongly. That's why I do not like Donald Trump. For example, when the guy wanted to go to tell his opinion, he pretty much said, get the hell out of here. Therefore, in his opinion, freedom of speech does not matter, and if he says it's very hypocritical on his part, so why would he, if it's true, why would he make the man leave from speaking his freedom of speech? I agree, Spawn. I agree too. I troll her, cool name by the way. I agree with you, racism isn't real, just a figure of speech. Exactly, thank you. I do agree with that. Thank you for agreeing with my opinion. Most people don't, but thank you for agreeing for my opinion as well. Roguestar says, guess you never played Mass Effect. I have played Mass Effect, but I am more of a Call of Duty fan. Battlefield 5, not Battlefield, Battlefield games. I love DICE, one of my favorite companies, Bungie, Activision, and mostly Unreal Tournament. I'm not into really kind of genre, even though Destiny is kind of the exact same thing. Except you don't really choose your fate, you just play the game. Sniper says, I play Mass Effect. I played the first one, like I said, but I never really got into it. I feel like Destiny's more of a, not a copyright, but more of the same. The only difference is Mass Effect's more like a Fable of the old original Xbox from Fable 1 and 2, where you choose your own destiny from different consequences you make. Thanks, man. Cool stream, by the way. I love that. I appreciate that, man. I tried my best, bro. What can I say? But honestly, the reason why I want to do this is not because of President Donald Trump, because usually people could just call him Donald Trump, but the fact is, he is our president, so I call him by the correct term of our president, Donald Trump. But the anti-FIFA I have to say is retarded, okay? And this is why. Racism is real when I prefer a race over yours. Exactly, but that's the thing. I respect your opinion, but the truth is you're incorrect. The race pretty much means a species, unless you're a guy from a different alien planet like Mercury or Saturn, hell, it's freaking Uranus, God only knows. Unless you're an alien from another planet, or you're a human. If you're a human, you're only one race. Therefore, you're just like me. I'm a human like you are. But if you're an alien, then welcome to Earth. Bronx says the white guy doesn't think racism is real. Well, it's not real. I'll give you guys a hint, okay? Pretty much, like, they say racism is real, isn't real. It is not real. I mean, it is, but it's not. The correct word of race means a species. So, for example, if I'm a different race, I've been living on a different planet like an alien would, right? Like the movies. Race is pretty much the human race. If you guys are human, you're like me, meaning we're just one race. But it does exist in a way of ignorance. Therefore, when you make fun of someone, like if their gender, or their equality, or their cultural background, or their nationality, that's called being ignorant and also very disrespectful. It does not mean you are pretty much saying that other races are real. That's like saying, okay, other races are real. Do they come from Saturn? Do they come from Mercury, Pluto, or Uranus? God only knows. But no, we are just pretty much human race, meaning there are only one race, the human race. That's just one race. Yes, there are things like people saying the N-word, calling me a guinea or what because I'm Italian, a cracker because I'm white. If I'm a cracker, it must be a Ritz or a saltine. I don't freaking know. But, you know what I'm saying? Where is your teeth, bro? I got him knocked out when I was raped by a 16. When I was 6, I don't like to talk about it, but if you want to know, Chucky, when I was 16 years old, I was raped by a 42-year-old pedophile, and they knocked him out with a baseball bat. Do I like it? No. Do I not like having teeth? No. But do I have to accept it and live with it? Of course. You know. And if I loved to buy money for implants, I would love to, but unfortunately, we have no money right now. So, but if you're wondering, that's the reason why I have no teeth, bro. Like if like if an alien says, I hate humans, racist. Exactly, that's what I'm trying to say. The human race is only one race, meaning that we're just the same species. In other words, a race, meaning species, we're just the human race. When you're saying about, like, I said those horrible words to other people, that's their nationality or their cultural background. Nothing to do with me being on a planet, freaking sucking Darth Vader's dick as he freaking force choking somebody and throwing him off the freaking Death Star. You know what I'm saying? Racism is never an issue in many white people's minds. To me, it is. Because pretty much when someone judges someone from a book of a cover, from their gender equality, from their nationality, it's not racism, as I said, nationality, and also from the fact of their, like, let's say their beliefs, that is wrong. No one has the right to judge someone, even though everyone has the right to their own opinion, but they're to a certain extent. There is, for example, most African Americans are harassed because people call them horrible, mean, wretched names. That is wrong. If you want to have a conversation with someone, do it in the correct manner without using ignorance or anything of hurtful speeches. Therefore, opinions do exist, but the problem is that most people don't accept it. But it's always okay to agree to disagree. Wow, that's fucked up. Sorry about that. No, it's okay, man. It's alright. Don't be upset. You guys have nothing to apologize about. Shit happens. I got over it. The motherfucker got what he deserved. I got my justice. He went to prison. It's okay. And that really that happened. So, and trust me, man. In prison, they love people like him who are pedophiles. He was labeled a pedophile, originally a spiritual sex offender, and a pedophile. So trust me, people in prison will have a field day with that kind of guy, if you know what I mean. So, in other words, everything is okay. Ask Nazis or KKK if racism is real, but that's the thing. I don't know. I am actually Jewish, so if I am a Nazi, that's incorrect because I am actually pretty much full Jewish, okay? I don't have the yarmulke on my head unless they burned that off in the Holocaust. I don't know. But I am not part of the KKK because, one, burning people is disgraceful, and why the fuck would they do that? Seriously. If they were against it, they should have put them in prison, not burn them like fools that they are, okay? That's messed up, and I agree with it. The stupid KKK are people who should be burned like those poor souls were, or not just that, they should be ripped apart from shreds by wild horses, to my opinion, because no one has the right to harm somebody for being who they are. If anything, anyone, to my opinion, is beautiful for who they are, because everyone is beautiful and unique in their own way. That's why I don't believe in stuff by judging others for no apparent reason. The only way I can judge someone if I have to know them for years and if they did something horribly bad to me, yes, then I would judge them. I don't judge someone on their equality, their race, their nationality, their gender, or anything else like that because it's not my business to do that. I'm only human like everybody else. I only do what everyone else does, which is fight for freedom, respect people's opinions, and live my day by paying my taxes. That's all I do. Comments are going by fast, guys. I'm sorry, guys. I got my little tablet. But yeah, I love furries. That's my little furry right there. She's cute, right? I love furries. Anyways, let me see what's going on here so far. Oh, here we go. Racism is that is true. I do believe that to Satan spawn racism is that, but I believe that. I read that Hitler had a relationship or books on how to breed blacks. That is true, unfortunately. My dad's a World War II historian. I hate World War II because everything is about him is World War II. He has toys, freaking like magazines. If you don't believe me, I will show you. But that means I have to pick my TV and my camera up because unfortunately it's in the other room right here. So unfortunately that is true. People forget that. People forget. Oh wait. Okay. Picture me troll. How you doing? Welcome to my live stream. People forget that were books on how to. Oh yeah, okay. Troll says definitely was sick in the head. Yes, I do. I believe it's disgusting because why would you hurt someone who is just different from you are? You know what I'm saying? That's like, for example, guys, look. It turns out that me being gay. Oh, hung like Jesus. How you doing? Welcome back to my stream. It's good to see you again, buddy. Don't be afraid to comment. It's all about your freedom of speech. I love your opinions if you're against me or not. Either way, I respect your opinion because you're being honest. I would suggest no bullying or anything such as that. Yeah, if someone has an opinion, please do it in the right manner, of an appropriate manner. Thank you very much. Okay, now anyways, as I was saying, I believe what they did in the old days, that was bullshit. And believe me, if I was a freaking Back to the Future with crazy ass Doc McBrown and fucking Marty McFly, yes, I would go back in time, whoop my ancestors' ass for getting out their fucking fat ass by drinking their fucking pink lemonade and saying, look man, do your own fucking shit. What are you, fucking lazy? Come on, what are you, 2 years old? That's what I would do. It's disgraceful, it's fucked up, and yes, it was wrong. So I do believe that. Many words have more than one definition and use. I don't know what that means, but okay. Race is one of those words. Oh, okay. True. That is true. Like the old saying that a picture can tell 1,000 words, such as this. For example, right here. The Bane behind me can tell a picture of 1,000 words. For example, it's DC, it's a villain, it's a guy, maybe he's misunderstood, maybe he's this, maybe he's that, like the Joker, it could be anything. Like, for example, right there, it tells 1,000 words, oh sorry, right there, it tells 1,000 words. It shows that music inspires people, inspires me, I love music. So you're right, it does tell 1,000 words, it tells more than one definition of words, and you're right, it does. But I'm just telling you a theory. It doesn't mean a theory could be wrong or right. It's just a theory of someone else's opinion about what they believe. It could be real or not real. I'm not saying I'm correct, I'm not saying I'm wrong. I'm just saying I'm not saying I'm right, I'm not saying you are wrong or right. I'm just saying it's a theory, that's all. The sun never sets on the British Empire colonization. You sound like you're from like a Harry Potter book. I have no idea what the hell that means. It's our duty to civilize our little brown brothers. Racism. Wait, I'm kind of confused because I thought you were from England. You kind of said a long time ago, like, quote, something about, you know what, let me just see my live stream. If you guys don't believe me, I'll show you. Chaz Bono, sub, thank you for subbing. I like your support. Thank you so much. It means a lot to me. I try my best. Thank you. A long time ago, Rogue, you said, let me see here. Well, I can't go down any further, which sucks, but you said something about, if you guys want to check in the comments, you said something about, pretty much like, Britain came, like, something about you coming from England, or I don't know, or something like that, like, us quote, pardon my language, fucking Americans or something. But, what you're saying pretty much is hypocritical. You're saying that, the sun never sets on the British Empire, colonization, which I guess you're from, I don't know, I guess you said that, I don't know. But you're saying it's our duty to civilize our little brown brother's racism, so it shows that you're racist representing your own country. He doesn't know much about history. I know, what can you do? Oh, maybe? Well, actually that's incorrect. I'm more of a history nerd. I hate to admit it, but yes, I am a nerd for history. I study about almost like 3 hours a day. I love it. Because a lot of great, like I said before, a lot of great people have did horrible things with history, but did a lot of inspiring things. Like I said a long time ago, such as my greatest hero in life, Martin Luther King Jr., he proved that everybody's equal no matter what. And that's why I love the guy, because he was one man who changed the world. And people say, yeah, one guy can't change the world. He proved that that could actually be possible. So, yeah. Denying people that the same rights as you based on skin is racist. No, I never said, I don't know what you're trying to prove, Star, honestly. I never said anything like that, okay? Picture of me troll, The Patriot was a good movie, laugh aloud. I never saw The Patriot, I always wanted to. I saw American Sniper, it was a great movie, very deep and sad, emotional. Bradley Cooper played a great part. I always wanted to see The Patriot. I won't be able to see it. Maybe I'll do a reaction video when I actually do watch the movie. I don't know, but I do want to see it, you know? Nope, you just don't know. I don't, oh my god. As I said, you have to be more specific. How am I supposed to know if I don't know something, if you don't explain what I don't know, what I'm talking about? Oh my god. Anyways, as I said, I love history, I read about it, for some reason I just love history, that's why I'm a nerd, and I got picked on a lot in school. I love history, never loved math, never loved science, but I love history because it teaches us the facts about the reality of life. What people have done, good or bad, and inspirations of good or bad. So, yeah. But anyways, the thing about anti-FIFA, the stream is about the President Donald Trump and anti-FIFA, is I'm highly against them. I think they are, pardon my language, stupid and ignorant people. They have no idea what the hell they're talking about half the time, and they pretty much are hypocritical pretty much 100% of the time. Either he is narrow, native, trying to troll, doesn't know. Actually, I'm a full Italian. Seriously, I'm a full Italian. Proud of my heritage, like I'm proud for you guys being proud of your heritage. Nothing wrong with that. But I guess Italians are what we say is a native, okay? I guess Italians are natives now, okay? Or a narrow. Whatever a narrow is or a native is. Well, I know what a native is, but whatever narrow is, I guess Italians are narrow or natives. But, okay. So, anyways, as I was saying, Anti-FIFA is a very stupid group, and I think they should be brought down to their knees, and this is why. I understand that they are angry and whatnot, but the reason why they're hypocritical is that they say, for example, right, they say that we are a peaceful crowd. I don't know how that's possible. They carry around, like, melee weapons, such as butterfly knives, baseball bats, maces, and I know this because I've seen my best friends get hit in the head with a freaking mace. Racial... I don't know, man. That's a crazy debate. I have to read more into it about it, because like I said, I like history, but I have to read more into it. But I don't know. I cannot say. If I don't know facts about my own personal opinion before I read it, I cannot say, you know. But the thing is that, to my opinion, the anti-FIFA group is overly, pardon my language, freaking retarded. It's because, and by the way, when people say the word special needs, it's just sugarcoating the word for the real reading of retardation. There is nothing wrong with being retardation. My niece Shelby is autistic, therefore she is retardation. She is only she is 4.5 years old, and I love her with all my heart, and I always will, because nothing changes the fact that she is my niece and she's my family. So that's what I believe. Power move racism. I'm not gonna lie, Star, ever since you came in here, bro, you say automatically I'm racist, but clearly you're judging me from the color of my skin when I clearly didn't say anything about you the first time. But that's just me. Anyways, the thing is, though, about the anti-FIFA group is that I believe that they are, to my opinion, stupid. Because the fact is that they say we're not a violent crowd. If that's the case, then why are they bringing loaded weapons, tear gas, smoke grenades, and for some odd opinion, they say we are a peaceful group. Well, most of the time, they are wearing masks around their face thinking they're cool, like in a Call of Duty Black Ops 3, because when you think about it, they have the skull mask, right? Most people who do peaceful protests don't wear masks. And most of the time they show, for a fact, who they are. That's why Martin Luther King didn't wear a mask. I mean, seriously, why would they wear a mask? Why are they hiding that? You know? I understand that they're afraid to be noticed on camera, but dude, it's a camera. You're gonna get noticed whether you like it or not. You get pictures of your birthday party, you get pictures of your wedding, they're gonna get noticed no matter what. Racism is about control and power, economic power. That I do not agree with. I think that racism is just another form of bullying. Because when you think about it, if you're going to make fun of someone for the way they look, for their nationality, that is a form of bullying. You're targeting them from just who they are, from the color of their skin. That is a form of bullying. I don't believe it's a form of economic power. That makes no sense to me, really. Because most of the people in America and most other countries are mostly multicultural, meaning that they are different colors of their skin. Satan's Spawn says, if you judge one man by the action of another is ignorant. It is. That's why I believe it's messed up. That's why I'm highly against people like that. You know, I don't understand why they do it, but they do it. Trust me, man. I'm 100% homosexual. I get hated on all the time. I just learn to block it out all the damn time. But I get hated on too for being gay. I'm not calling you racist. I responded to bro. Oh, I'm sorry. That was my fault. I'm sorry. I autocorrected myself. I made a mistake to Roguestar. I apologize. That's like a person who's Muslim definitely being... Well, that's what gets on my nerves. I remember I was in a Costco. If you guys don't know what a Costco is, it's like a store where you buy big bulk of groceries. Like instead of buying like a box of Lucky Charms, you get like 4 of them and like 1 pack of a bundle. Anyways, my dad is highly racist. I am not. That's why me and my dad is Sniper, and most people know on my live streams know that me and my dad never ever get along. We're the complete opposites. As for example, my dad is more of a Hitler, I'm more of a JF Kennedy. I believe in peace, he believes in disaster. Anyways, when these Muslim people were walking in, everyone was avoiding them. Not in like a panic mode, they were just like quietly avoiding them. I was sitting right next to him, and this woman said, why are you not avoiding me? I'm like, look, since one guy blew up the World Trade Center, doesn't mean you're all like that. Okay? If you wanted to blow up Costco, it would have been done by now. You're just a family that wants to eat. I'm not like everybody else. I'm just shop like I'm shopping. That's how it goes. And she was a little bit crying, and I said, it's okay. Just relax. It's not a big deal. I'm a white guy. People think that we're overly racist, and people think they're going to blow up a building. That's how stereotypicals go. I asked host if Jim Crow laws were racist. He is not sure. Oh. Honestly, who is Jim Crow? I heard about that name, but I didn't really care enough to really know who it was. Racism has to do with power. It does. Roguestar is correct. It does have a lot to do with power, because racism is a form of control. Think about it. Back in the old days, the poor souls of the old 17 and 1800s would have had to be caught in slavery because the fact is they were judgmental and therefore they were scared because they had nothing else to do. So it turns out they would force them under power to saying like, you are no good, you work for us, that's how it goes. But they didn't understand it, but they're like, okay, form of power, control, and the worst control freaks. I believe that. Young Luby, the Rooks. I have no idea what the hell that means, but alright. Satan Spawn, there will always be Rogue if everyone keeps it alive. I believe that. I do believe that. Roguestar says there is also oppression. I believe that as well. Oppression is very real, and it's sad to say it's very unfortunate. Also, Kalism. That is true. That is true. I do believe that is 100% real. Like I said, it's very unfortunate. Satan Spawn says elites want races to hate each other, even if it's fake. Yeah, I believe it. I believe it, man. Honestly, like me personally, guys. I mean, even though I'm white and people might think automatically since I'm a white guy, I'm a racist. I don't believe in racism. As I said before, I think it's, even if it was real, I do not believe it should be right. It's not right. No one has the right to judge someone for being who they are. I know I'm gay. I get judged on all the time for being gay. Do you know about the one-drop rule? If you're talking about prison with a soap, yeah, I've been the juvenile before. Rinse for repeat. Search Louis. There. You look just like him, only you. Well, as I said, bro, I had to warn you, bro. I'm not gonna tolerate bullying. So, like I said, if you do that, I have to put you in timeout, like a sad little kid, okay? Roguestar, I'm out. Goodbye. Good night. Well, you have a great night, bro. I hope you enjoy my stream. Rinse for America and American. And American what? As I said, rinse and for repeat. As I said multiple times, you have to be more specific of what you're implying, because I have no idea what that when you said "an American" means. Jim Crow laws, whites only stores, blacks in back of bus. Yeah, that is fucked up. I remember those stories about how the woman had to sit in the back of the bus, but she stood her ground and says, no, if I am American, I have the right to be in the front of the bus. And she was absolutely correct. She has the right more than anybody else does. Classic 100% fact, that's the real racism. Exactly, I believe that's true. That Sane Spot has a valid point. It's 100% true. And unfortunately, it's very unfortunate that people have to go through that. It's not bullying, man. Look it up. Racism is bullying. It is. I'll give you an example. There was a kid who I knew in high school who was pretty much Chinese. People would go like this with their eyes. In other words, they were making fun of them. When you make fun of someone and constantly harass them, that's a form of bullying. Pretty much. He's making a documentary maker. I don't know what a documentary maker... Oh, a documentary maker. Oh, you're talking about me? No, I don't do documentary makers. I just do episodes so people can have a debate and have fun by speaking their freedom of speech, because unfortunately people don't really do that anymore. Rockstar, just because you don't look... Wait, just because you don't think it's real doesn't negate it. Negate it? Negate it. I don't know what negate it means, but okay. But yes, it doesn't mean I'm correct. As I said, it's just a theory, okay? As I said multiple times to Rockstar, you're talking about the thing about me saying about racism doesn't exist. Yes, I said it was just a theory. A theory doesn't mean it's right or wrong. It's just a theory about someone's opinion, believing in what they think is real or not. That's how it goes. Louis, their is a documentary maker. Me personally, I don't care about documentaries, man. I mean, they're cool and all, but I'd rather just read a book like everybody else does. But unfortunately, we have tablets, so there you go. But honestly, guys, Saint Spawn says white privilege doesn't exist. It does not. It really doesn't, man. People think it does, but it doesn't. Where I grew up, yes, it does. I mean, that's the truth. It does. People think that since white people made slavery, which to this day, unfortunately, slavery still does exist. I think it's disgusting, grotesque, and people who do this should be buried under a prison and murdered to the death of death. But yes, I believe white privilege doesn't exist. It doesn't. It really doesn't. And I can prove it to you right now. The reason why white privilege does not exist is because most of the time is that every time we try to, like, for example, how can I put this? Okay. This is an example here. When people say the racist one-drop rule was deemed too harsh by Nazi fact, I don't know. I'm not a Nazi. I'm Jewish, bro. What don't you understand? I am a Jewish kid, or Jewish guy. I believe in the Jewish religion, as I believe Jewish is not a race or a nationality, it's more of a religion, therefore a religion based on a spiritual belief. That's why I am Jewish. I have been raised Jewish, I am born Jewish, I will remain Jewish. Good Lord. Racism isn't real. The theory is that the flat world is flat wrong. That's true. People believe the world is flat, but even most of the scientists prove that from the equator it's a round cortex, meaning that the world is not flat. It's automatically round. The world was flat, we would pretty much fall to our death in the deep bowels of space. It's not flat. Well, that's what I said. The theory is it could be wrong or correct. It doesn't mean I'm automatically right. It's my opinion of my own theory, such as everyone has their own theories in life. Someone asked about one-drop rule. Yeah, that was, I think it was a Roguestar bro who said that. But the truth is, besides the point is, ANTIFA is ridiculously stupid, because most of the time they're you're misinterpreted me with fake racism. I don't know if you're talking about me, man. If you think I did that, I really didn't mean anything by it. If I said anything like that, I am sorry, but I didn't really mean anything like that. If you're talking about me. But anyways, do you know what the one-drop rule is? As I said, I do not know what it means. As I said, if it was about prison by dropping the soap, I've been to juvenile multiple times. That's what I know what that means, but I told you before, I do not know what the one-drop rule means, as I said multiple times. So no, I do not know what it means. If you want, I'll be happy if you wanted to explain it to me. Anyway, if white people have one drop of black blood, they are black. I don't know, man. I don't know. Like, people say like that all the time, but I don't understand it really. Because when the one thing that gets on my nerves, honestly, is when people say African Americans are black. When I think of black like this. Okay, that is considered colored black. They are not that color. Okay, they are just mostly a like a brown color tan. That is not black. That is called brown color tan. Okay. This is black. They are not that color, okay? So when people say that, it kind of insults me because it stands up for what I believe in, like Martin Luther King Jr. believed in as well. Wrench for P says, type 1, drop rule into Google, then type 3 seconds to understand. Well, I can't do that because I'm doing a stream right now, man. Maybe after the stream's over, I will do it. Sane Spawn says racism is planted on purpose. I believe that as well. I do believe that. Everything Sane Spawn is saying, I do agree with. I do agree with most of the stuff you guys are saying. As I said, even if you don't agree with me, I respect it because it shows that your honest opinions are honest. Freedom of speech. But anyways, as I was saying, the ANTIFA group who supposedly hates Donald Trump are hypocritical. And this is why. It's because they say that they are a peaceful crowd. If that's the case, then why are they bringing loaded weapons with them at all times? Trump supporters do not do that. They bring couch chairs. I guess a couch chair is a weapon when they're sitting on their fat ass going like this with a fucking Coca-Cola in their hand. I guess that's a weapon too. Turns out they have bandanas. If they are a peaceful crowd, most times when people do peaceful protests, they don't wear masks because they're not afraid to show who they are by making a peaceful protest. Most of the time they do. He don't know any history that happened before 1990. That is incorrect. I was born in 1992. September 4th, 1992, I'm 26 years old. I was raised in the 90s, bro. One-drop rule was legislation used by the U.S. to determine who was black. That's fucked up, but I think that's wrong, to my opinion. When people say the USA determines who is who, no one has the right to tell you who you are. If you know who you are, that's who you are. That's how it stays that way. But no one has the right to tell you what to do, who to love, who to fuck, all that other shit. Trust me, guys, I believe in free will more than people believe. But to rinse and for repeat, even I do believe you, man, and that's highly fucked up. USA should be ashamed of themselves, honestly. And I'm not gonna lie, man, a lot of the USA, what they do, I am mostly ashamed about being American. You think I like when an American acts like a jackass? I don't. Honey says, hi, I hope you're doing great, sweetie. CX, much love. I appreciate that, honey, I appreciate that. Thank you. Welcome to my stream. Don't be afraid to comment, and thank you for joining my stream. One drop of blood in your ancestors meant you were black. Maybe, I don't know. But if it is, I'm proud for that. As I said, I'm proud for my heritage, and even if I am black, I'm proud for that too. There is nothing wrong with that. Chaz Bono, how you doing? Says, ain't we all black if you go back far enough? I do believe that, yes, because before the world was formed back in the old days, it was just one continent, and pretty much it was Africa. People a lot came from Africa, including us, did in the caveman era. That's why I do believe that most people are black, but, you know, what can I say? Or, sorry, African American. One drop of black blood. I don't know why he keeps saying that, dude. I get it. If I'm black, I'm black. I'm proud of it. I don't know why you think it's a bad thing. I'm proud. If I'm black, I'm proud. Why do I think I'm proud about who I am? You know, I don't understand what you're trying to get at, but okay. Anyways, the thing about Antifa is that most of them are just a bunch of stupid kids who don't know what the hell they're talking about most of the time. And I know this because when you see them, they're a bunch of teenagers. They're not even out of high school yet, and therefore they don't know what the real world is like yet. That's why most of the, Rin says, I'm not talking about your heritage, the racism discussion. I'm not talking about your heritage, this racism discussion. Oh, that was my bad. As I said, again, I'm sorry, I'll correct myself. Even I admit to my mistakes, knowing that you are correct. So, as I said, if I'm incorrect, I'll correct myself on it. There were laws in the USA before you were born. I understand that because I'm not 200 years old. I am only 26. I understand that. So I understand that the USA was over for 200 years ago. I understand that, but I am not 200 years old. I'm not Edward from Twilight, for some reason awkwardly staring in Bella's freaking eyes. I'm not a vampire, okay? I'm a human being. You can't have a discussion on racism if you don't understand. I do understand racism, bro, trust me. You have no idea. Every time I go outside, I have to fear for my life by being shot by half the neighborhood. I do understand racism, believe me. One-drop rule. I understand about the one-drop rule. Why do you keep understanding the one-drop rule? Unless you are obsessed with the one-drop rule, I don't care about the one-drop rule. One-drop rule was still used in the 60s. I understand that. I understand that. I read a lot about Martin Luther King Jr., bro. I know. I know, bro. As I said, I'm a history buff. I know a lot about history. Damn. Anyways, as I was saying, like, and this is an example, guys, how I know about history, okay? People, a lot of the things I do annoy me about the African American community is that they believe they're the only ones who were in slavery. That is incorrect. Back in the old Egyptians and the Roman days, every nationality, I should say, including a Caucasian like I am, were a slave. Because we had to build up the pyramids. If we were not part of the royal family, we were considered a slave and therefore a worker to build the pyramids, aka the Roman Colosseum. So that's what I'm trying to say. Jesus, this is like talking to a meth head. I'm out. Well, there you go. Then you don't have to be here. You're out. Okay, there you go. But as I said, bro, wait, do you know the paper bag test? Yes, I do know that, and I think it's highly messed up. Cool idea for a vault in next Fallout. All residents are black except for the overseer who is white. Wait, what? Cool idea for a vault in next Fallout. All residents are black except for the overseer who is white. Okay. Pyramids weren't built by slaves. By the way, it was voluntary. That is incorrect. They were slaves. They were whipped. They were hurt, they were raped, and they were beaten. That is called slavery. Yes, it is. If you do not believe that is slavery, then you have a mental disorder, because anybody who is whipped, chained, and forced against their will to work for somebody else is enslavement. That is slavery. Good lord, man. As a intelligent lemon going, whoop. Seriously. And you don't think that's slavery, man. Even the Romans made white people slaves, dude. Seriously, you are so uneducated. It's hilarious. Okay, whatever. Screwhead said, I'm Mexican. I experienced racism. I'm sorry you had to experience that, bro. I hate people who are like that, dude. Honestly, as I say, I go through it every single day. I get discriminated upon because I'm gay. People call me racist because I'm supposedly a white guy, which makes no sense, because in order to be racist, you have to say something racist, which doesn't make any sense, you know what I'm saying? But to Screwhead, I am sorry you had to go through that. I know what it's like. I am sorry you had to go through that, bro. Fallout 76 is trash. They also screwed the applications. Never played Fallout 76. Always wanted to play it. It seemed like a great game. I played the original Fallout, but not the new one. If it's any good, let me know in the comments below. Yeah, I heard what a waste should have been a single-person player game. I believe it's, well, I don't know about, wait, is it a multiplayer game, Fallout 76, is it like, now like a Destiny, how it's like freelance multiplayer? I don't know, but Rebel without a clue. What is going on? Oh, hi honey, what's up? I'm just explaining about, really about President Donald Trump and anti-FIFA, but we got on the subject of racism for some odd reason, and so forth, but, there are no whips mentioned in the... Oh my god, dude. Oh my god. Are you serious? Oh my god. Oh my god. There are no whips. How the hell did they ride the horses and the chariots, bro? What, did they use a freaking Twizzler? They were whipping them, you dumbass. Oh my god. Jesus H. Christ. That is the most... Okay, I hate to say it, Rich, but you are stupid, dude. A passage of the right foot. Yes, it is, but to enslave people is not a good passage to inspire. That's why I'm highly against slavery, because if you do not believe that people do not have whips when they were ride horses and chariots in the Egyptians, then dude... You need to be educated, because that is pathetic. Guys, you know for a fact How the hell would they ride horses? Did they ride them without a freaking chariot? Seriously, how would they whip the freaking horses? What is that? A freaking Twizzler? It's a whip! Good Lord Almighty God! Even Jesus, they had whips, dude! They had whips! Jesus H. Christ, man! Jesus Christ! Everyone knows they had whips! Oh my God! Seriously, guys, you cannot say they never had a whip. A whip, therefore, for the chariot races in the old Romans and also for the rides of the chariot days. They didn't have automobiles, they had horses. So they would quote, whip the horses to ride the chariots. Oh my God, Jesus Christ. Anyways, pyramids were not built by slaves. It has been proven. Then who were the 100,000 of people who couldn't live the life? They had worked for the Egyptians, dude. Oh my God. And it's... my ass off, no whips. No, seriously, man, that's what I'm saying. There were whips in the chariot days. That doesn't make a lick of sense. Google Great Pyramids, tombs, proof workers were not slaves. There were slaves, bro, trust me. And I know this because the guy from Egypt actually told me the facts because he's an archaeologist who lives in Egypt and was born and raised there, trust me. Unless the guy's incorrect, you know. But to say there's no whips, man, oh my fucking God. How did they ride the horses? Did they grab their tail and they would pull them like that? I'm pretty sure I saw a whip in the... that's what I'm saying. I don't get what they're trying to say. How would they ride the horses? Would they pull them by their tail like this and drag them? Dude, they had the whips to whip them to ride the horses on the chariots. Oh my God, dude, I'm trying not to laugh. I'm trying to be professional about this, but that was hilarious. I'm sorry, man. I don't trust history after the History Channel told me aliens built the pyramids. Well, with all due respect to Chaz Bono, that is called TV. TV is all fake. That's why they say reality TV shows are mostly all staged. It's all fake. There's no references of whips being used on the people in any. Yes, there is. Jesus Christ in the old Bible was whipped because the fact is the Romans did not agree he was the Son of God. He was whipped, tortured, and put with a little vine on his head that put punctures in his head. Good Lord, dude. Do you know history? Good Lord. They had whips. But that's the thing. You guys keep saying they had no whips. Okay. Why don't you make up your mind? Good Lord. They had whips, but the pyramids were built by slaves. But now you're saying they're built by slaves? Oh my God, why don't you make up your mind? It has been debunked. They had whips, but the pyramids weren't built by slaves. Okay, but yes, they were built by slaves. Because, guys, you have to realize, if you read in history, it said that people, okay, how can I put this? Bible is Egyptian now. No, I'm not talking about the Bible. I'm not talking about Egyptian, I'm talking about the Bible, because back in the Bible, Moses was part of the Egyptian era. Moses himself, okay? Yes, they had whips in the Egyptian days. How would they ride the freaking chariots? I think it's funny how President Donald Trump and Antifa has to do with the Egyptians, but alright. Weren't built by slaves. Yes, they were, dude. Yes, they were. If you do not believe that, then look up history again. Romans killed Jesus. Yes, they did. 2,000 years ago after the pyramids were built. As I said, I'm not talking about the Egyptians. I was talking about Jesus Christ when he was crucified. They had whips back then. That's what I'm trying to say. Not the Egyptians. Let's block that out for a minute. I was talking about the Lord Jesus Christ, not about the Egyptians, bro. As I said, the Romans crucified Jesus Christ on the cross. Good Lord, man. Look it up when you're not streaming. It's a fact. Okay, it's a fact. Whoopity-doo. But I'm not talking about the Egyptians. Again, I say it. I'm talking about the Lord Jesus Christ. When Julius Caesar and the Romans crucified him on the cross like this, that they had whips. That's what I'm trying to tell you guys. Pyramids were not built by slaves. 100% proven. Whatever you say, bro, whatever you say. But as I said, I'm not talking about the God-forsaken pyramids now. I'm talking about the Lord Jesus Christ when he was crucified. Because you guys said the Romans didn't have whips. That's the point I'm trying to make. They did. Because when they were whipping the fuck out of the guy, and they starved him, they beat him. They even freaking tortured the poor guy. They freaking had whips. How long have you been streaming? 1 hour, 19 minutes, and now 25 seconds now, honey. If I pronounce your name wrong, I'm really sorry about that, but I'm not good with names, no. Jenny's fart box 10. Oh, just suck a fart out of my fart box and shut the fuck up. Okay, that is really disgusting, but okay. And very grotesque, but alright. Anyways, Jesus said the era... Wait, Jesus said the era is flat. Do you believe that as well? I really don't know, because the fact is, I'm not really more of a... I mean, I used to be a Jesus person, but I don't anymore because I'm more scientifical now. I believe that more of the Big Bang Theory. I used to believe in Jesus, but not anymore. I said the Romans didn't have whips. Exactly, that's the point I've been trying to make. You said the Romans didn't have whips, but entirely they did. The Romans had chariot races in the gladiator arenas. You've seen Gladiator, haven't you? With Russell Crowe? They had chariot races with the horses, with the spikes and the wheels, with the whoosh, with the whips. That's a whip. Oh my god. And the Romans did have whips, because when whipping the fuck out of Jesus, if you read every Bible like I have, they whipped the crap out of the motherfucker, dude. I never said Roman. Yes, well, someone did, man. Someone did. I said there is no difference of whips being used on the people in. Yes, they did whip people. Back in the old Bible, it pretty much stated that Moses was a Egyptian, but really he wasn't. He was like everybody else, like the slaves were, so they would whip the crap out of them. They also had canisters. That is true. They did have canisters. Wait, canisters? Oh yeah, yes, that's true. They did have gas. No. I can't say. I don't know, because I know they had gas. I think they did. I'm not sure. I can't say about that one. You should fill the ocean with what he don't know. You should fill the ocean with all due respect, man. If you're gonna talk shit, bro, why are you here? Honestly, I'm trying to have a debate, and you're ruining it for everybody. Say I'm McLovin for the stream. Okay, you're McLovin, whatever. They had condoms too. No, they did not. That's impossible. Condoms were never invented back then. Okay, answers.com. Oh my god. Dude, answers.com is like wiki. It's always incorrect, dude. Look at the real books, man, not the web. That is the most... Okay. Wait, Satan Spawn says, okay, answers.com says no whips. They were flying whips. Yeah, that is true, but technically they were whips, Satan Spawn, you know what I'm saying, bro? They were whips, but they called them a different name. That's why in the books you probably didn't say they had whips, but in reality they were whips, you know what I'm saying? Chaz Bono, the goof in the Gladiator movie, you see some gas. Well, that's the thing, bro, is that maybe they did have gas tanks, but doesn't automatically mean it's real. As Hollywood over-exaggerates the facts, such as the real Annabelle doll doesn't look like the real one in real life. The Annabelle doll is actually a Raggedy Ann doll, you know? Yes, they did. Made from sheep. Well, as I said, I don't know. I said, maybe I'm wrong, I don't know. But the thing is, though, is that Hollywood always exaggerates the fact of what really is. For example, people who have multiple personality disorder, they exaggerate the fact that everyone who's like that is a psycho murderer. That is incorrect. They're not all like that. People who made the Annabelle movie, the Annabelle doll is not a thing that looks like it from a carnival. It's really a Raggedy Ann doll. What was just stating an internet source, nothing. No, I'm not saying that. I'm saying, but I'm just saying in general, bro. I know what you're saying, but I'm just saying in general, man. I think Pyramids wiki page has sections on Egyptians, not slave. As I said, bro, wiki is one of the most stupidest websites you can go on. Rinse for repeat, okay? Everyone knows most of the shit they say on there is incorrect. That's the old saying, don't believe everything you see on the internet, bro. That's the almost oldest saying in the book of the internet. Labor. Honey says, what's the subject on the topic I joined in late? It's okay. I was pretty much explaining about President Donald Trump and Antifa, my opinion on them for a debate, of a friendly debate, but for some reason we got into racism for some odd reason. So, that's where we're on now, I guess. But besides the point is, I'll just go back to anti-FIFA because that's the main part of the stream. The reason why I don't like anti-FIFA is because they're very hypocritical. Every time you watch a video like on YouTube, like anti-video gets own compilation or whatever, you know, all that stuff. Apparently Egyptians were slaves. No, honey. No, I never said the Egyptians were slaves. I'm saying the people who worked for them were the slaves, dude. Oh my god. Guy has mental breakdown over here. Jesus Christ. Anyways, no topic, it's just flows here and there. Yeah, I guess that's true too. But my opinion on anti-FIFA is that they are just stupid kids. If slaves didn't build the pyramids, does that mean Moses didn't part the sea? Well, so they say. I don't think the guy said, "My name is Moses, I spread the water," like a woman's leg. I don't believe that's true, guys. If that's true, then Harry Potter fucking exists, because we all know that's utterly impossible to spread the entire ocean with a fucking wooden staff. I mean, come on. I mean, in the scientific research right now, that is technically impossible. Enslaved by the aliens. Okay. So whatever the hell that means. Subjects include Trump, racism, Egypt, take your pick. Well, as I said, guys, I was talking about President Donald Trump and all this other stuff until Rogue here was talking about, Rogue was talking about racism. So I got to the conversation with him about racism, and then you guys joined, and then he got on there and so forth. Jack O'Neill served up a tactical nuke. That's fucked up. I don't know. If it's about like nuke bombs, I don't like them either. But all I know is about that. No, we think it's impossible. Well, yes, I can't say it's not real. I mean, maybe it is possible. I don't know. But because I'm more of a scientific person, I believe that if that was possible, then I don't know how to explain it. I can't explain it, you know? I mean, okay, thanks. Well, no problem. It's okay. But as I said, guys, if you talk about pyramids were not built by slaves, educate. Oh my God. Okay. Then I guess the hundreds of people that they were beating, raping, whipping, and also starving to death were not slaves. Okay. Okay. Whatever. And also, if they got slowed down, they would whip them even faster and say, work harder, work harder. I guess that's not slavery, huh? I guess also the poor souls of African Americans who died back then in slavery didn't exist either, right? Okay. Scientific person. Yes, I am. I'm very scientific. I like to, you know, learn my facts and also the proof of the evidence before I say anything. But anyways, as I was saying with anti-FIFA, again, is that anti-FIFA to me is a bunch of stupid kids who don't know what the hell they're talking about most of the time, because we look at them in the videos, they look like they're 18 years old, and they admit most of them are from high school. They even said, yeah, I'm from high school, so the fuck what? But the truth, pardon my language by the way, but the truth is that what anti-FIFA is, they say they're not a peaceful, scientific isn't a, wait, scientific isn't a word. Yeah, actually it is. When you're being scientifical, it means you're being scientific. And therefore, you're being more of a skeptic. There you go. Anyways, as I was saying with the everything you guys say about this shit, I'm gonna block it out because I'm here to talk about anti-FIFA, not about the freaking path. But anyways, because I'm getting sidetracked here. Anyways, with the anti-FIFA group, I'm highly against them because, one, they are, every time someone wants to talk about Donald Trump or something, they beat him up, and that's wrong. Because, technical, whatever. But anyways, the thing about Trump is that I don't like Trump. I mean, I wanted Bernie to win, honestly. Scientific is a word. Okay, maybe it's not. But anyways, I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about anti-FIFA now, bro. Anti-FIFA. Let's get back to the present now. The thing about anti-FIFA, as I hate, is because they always beat up people who are against their opinion, which is messed up. For example, if I was a Trump supporter, which I'm not, I would be beaten up for that. That's not being peaceful. That's being ignorant and that's being hypocritical. Because when they say, oh yeah, we're not like Donald Trump, they're becoming just like the thing they hate most. There's an old saying, if you hate something so much, you become the thing you hate the most. So they're becoming just like him. They're very much hypocrites. They beat up, I remember there's this one video on the dark web which really upset me. It was about this young kid who got beaten up so bad, he wanted to leave the country, and turns out they killed him. And he was an 8-year-old little kid. He was because his mom and dad was a Trump supporter, so they automatically thought he was a Trump supporter. They killed the kid. It was so sad. I was actually crying like a sissy. But hey, as a kid, what do you expect? So eventually, hangry is a word. I don't know, but Antifa. Sorry. Oh, sorry, Antifa. I'm sorry, man, but you know what I'm saying. I think they're idiots because the fact is, when they go to a protest, why would they bring weapons? They're there for peaceful, to talk, and all the guys are on there on launches with kids and families and dogs. I don't think they're going to put their children in harm's way by bringing a weapon, guys, okay? They're a bunch of older, elderly people, as the more younger people are a bunch of teenagers or stupid kids, because they're like, oh yeah, you guys are stupid because we have our own opinion. Yeah, I guess that's a bad thing. It is, because we don't accept it. That means we have to beat you up. But I guess you guys were a peaceful crowd. We are. Then why be hypocritical? We're not. Then they are, because if they're not hypocritical, football. Yes, football is fun. I like football. But anyways, as I was saying, the anti-FIFA, sorry to say in spite of what I was saying, is stupid, because every time anti-FIFA comes up to play, they just want to hurt somebody. Because when you think about it, why would they wear bandanas, or masks, or carry loaded weapons such as tear gas, smoke grenades, butterfly knives, baseball bats, maces, you name it? It's insane. It doesn't make any sense. So you guys know they're just there to fight. That's why I remember this one guy who was Hawaiian, they called him like Teddy or something. They shoved him for no apparent reason as he was just walking through the park with everybody else. And he said, look, homie, calm the fuck down. We're not here to fight. What's the problem? We're just here to walk through a park. What is your deal? And that's what happened. So every time I say those stupid shit, they're like, oh yeah, we know what we're talking about. I'm like, first of all, you are 18 years old. You're not even out of high school yet, okay? Even if you are out of high school, you're beginning to get out of high school. So technically, you're not even an adult yet. You are still a teenager, okay? I carry a gun everywhere I go. Well, that's okay, because I believe it's self-defense. But going to, like, I'm talking more like about the, what do you call it, not smarter than a 5th grader, and you're more of an inappropriate person who keeps talking shit, meanwhile making everyone go through hell over here. But anyways, I understand by carrying a gun. My dad owns firearms as well. He owns like a AK-47 and a hunting knife, blah blah blah. I'm not into weapons, I'm highly against it, but I respect your opinion, say it's fun. Anyways, the thing is that I believe that the people from the anti-FIFA group are pretty much kids who just want to cause problems, more riots, because every time it happens, a fight breaks up, and it's mostly because of the anti-FIFA group. They're just people who just want to cause more problems for people speaking their own opinion, and it's funny, like, they're like, oh yeah, we respect the people's opinion, then why are you going against Trump supporters? That's hypocritical. You're being hypocrites. I mean, seriously. Honestly, they're being hypocrites. If you're going to go against someone for speaking their own opinion, then why are you there by saying that you represent their own opinion? That doesn't make any sense, does it? So the reason why, if anything, I would be on the Trump supporters group, because even though I don't like Trump, I believe in expressing myself in the more right way, the freedom of speech, not with the power of violence. What does violence cause? Nothing. It solves nothing. Nothing. That's why I always say that war is murder, because when you kill somebody, they're like, oh, technically we kill. What's the difference? You kill, you murder. It's the same fucking thing. You can kill 100 billion people in a war zone, but you murder one person, you label a murderer. What's the difference? So, as I said, violence leads to nothing but disaster. So, you can learn everything from video games and kickboxing movies. Actually, I'm highly against kickboxing movies and highly against, like, wrestling and boxing, because it's really barbaric to punch people to get famous. It's kind of stupid. And plus, most of all that stuff is fake. It's staged, like WWE and stuff. Well, yes, it was a movie, but a documentary, but it was also a movie, bro. It was basically a movie based on what the Russell Crowe in it, based on the gladiator arenas. But me personally, I was more into Spartacus because it really showed how the Romans were back then, you know? Anyways, the thing about the kickboxing thing, I don't like people when they punch people because I think it's pointless and stupid. That's why, I mean, video games, not so much. I love video games, don't get me wrong, I am a gamer. But I'm not into hurting people to get money in my pocket. That's stupid and pointless. Satan Spawn says, racism is okay for everyone, but whites, it seems sometimes. Well, as I said, man, I'm highly against racism if it does exist, but either way is that I don't believe in judging people, you know? Like, for example, these guys judge me all the damn time, but I just block it out, man, trust me, I go through it all the time. People call me, quote, faggot, fag, you know they're using the wrong concept, because faggot means bundle of sticks, fag means cigarette in England, and gay means happiness. When they say you're gay, I laugh at them because I'm saying so are you. And they're like, well, what do you mean? I'm not gay. I'm like, technically you are. It means happiness. As homosexuality means loving another man. A man loving a man. That's why I laugh at most people today, because they're using the wrong definition. Did you quit school at 3rd grade? Actually, no. I actually graduated college already. Community college, UNLV. Look it up. Anyways, the thing is that the anti-FIFA is ridiculously stupid. There's a bunch of stupid people that want to cause problems, and I feel bad for the Trump supporters because they're a bunch of elderly people and plus families with their children and their wives because for some reason these stupid kids like to beat up these poor people for liking the President of the United States of America. That's why I don't get them. They're stupid, they're hypocritical, and they're a bunch of stupid kids who don't know what the hell they're talking about most of the time. 300 was a documentary. Yeah, 300 was a good movie. I saw both of them. 300 Rise of the Empire and also the one with Leonidas was alive. I did love them, and it was based on a true story. 300 Spartans taking over like hundreds of millions of Persian empires. It was a really great, inspiring story. You know, it was a good documentary. It was a great documentary. I loved it. I loved Leonidas. He was a good king, and in fact, I still believe that the Greeks are one of the most greatest warriors of all time because they said the Spartans were the greatest warriors. They were. They were the best of the best. They're like the military of the Marines and the Navy SEALs. But anyways, random question: anyone play our Rainbow Six Siege? Yes, I actually have that game. In fact, I'm gonna be doing a live stream on that very soon. If you guys want to see that, check it out later. Lion King was a what? Really? Lion King? Was that? Wait, Lion King was a documentary? Like, was that like a real? Alright, I'm confused now. When I grew up as a kid, Lion King was a Disney movie, and they're gonna make a new one. I think I saw the trailer for it, but they're making a new one soon. I'm very excited for it. But I didn't know that was a documentary. That's pretty interesting. I have to look that up. I don't know if it's on YouTube. I'll check out Netflix, but that's pretty interesting. I gotta see that. But anyways, I'm gonna go on. Speaking of Siege, I'm gonna head on to Siege if. But if you guys want my PS4 name on PS4, you're welcome to play with me on Rainbow Six Siege. I can give you guys my PS4 name on here, so if you guys don't know what it is, you'll know now. And let me see here. La 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 la. Come on, there we go. There we go. No anymore. There we go. That's my name right there. That's my PS4 name, how it's spelled, with the caps and everything. Abraham Lincoln. Oh, you know, I wanted to see that movie so damn bad, and I didn't see it. I mean, I don't know why, but I always wanted to see it. I don't know why, but yeah, terrible episode. I know, but anyways, I'll see you guys later. I'm gonna hop on the Siege. I'm gonna do a stream on there as well. Be sure to like and subscribe, comment as well, share and favorite. And I'll see you guys all later. Peace out. Thank you all for joining. You guys have been awesome, even though I got a little bit of haters in here. But anyways, haters are complainers, like I always say. But hope to see you guys on later. I think you mean Van Helsing. Well, Van Helsing was actually, I think he was a real person. I'm not really sure, but. Oh, I remember you. Yeah, you were. By the way, were you okay last time? Because you were throwing up, and I felt terrible. I thought it was like my fault. So, you know what? I'll tell you what. I'll let you to a party because I did accept your phone quest queue. So, you know. Anyways, trolling at his best level. I know, man. I know, but. I'm a troller too, bro. I troll people all the time. Anyways, I will see you guys later. I'm going to do a Siege in a minute. And if you guys want to join me on there as well. But anyways, I'll see you all later. And peace out. See you guys next time.